Hello guys, this is Sugar Crypto. On this video, I would love to share a video with you guys that I really caught my attention about 2 weeks ago while I was working. I was listening to it, and they talk about cryptocurrency. As you all know, we're investors in cryptocurrency, especially in Cardano mostly, which is a blockchain that will scale worldwide, and we'll have interoperabilities like crazy. The internet of blockchain is going to be just one of the top blockchains out there, and but we need all the blockchains to work together and collaborate together. But this is basically a House Financial Services Subcommittee task force held a hearing to assess the implications of mobile payment technology. Among the witnesses testifying were representatives from PayPal, Consumer Reports, the U.S. Faster Payment Council, and the New Economy Project. Topics of discussions include the convenience, security, and the possible impact of cryptocurrency. Now, this is very important to us because these people are with lawmakers, these people are with Congress, these people are with the governors, with policymakers, and these people already have cryptocurrency within their hearings and their mobile payments technology conversations in this hearing. And it's also very important because if they adopt cryptocurrency into our financial system, and this is one of the gateways of entering into our financial system, so might want to keep that in mind. And it's very touching because there's this representative from Minnesota, that's Mr. Armour, that I'm going to show you guys how wonderful this person is, how open-minded this person is. And of course, there's a person that she is a senior counsel, consumer report policy. And I'm going to show it to you guys. She is very, very pessimistic when it comes to cryptocurrency. She has no education whatsoever what this technology could do. So let's play a little bit on it, and together we're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna be talking back and forth. So
welcome everyone, good morning, and thank you for attending this hearing of the task force, and thank you for joining us today. We're here to discuss the future of payments in America. Over the past few years, we've heard anecdotal but but growing evidence that retailers and consumers are moving toward a cashless society. A society where consumers...
When he says cashless society, guys, I feel bad for bum people out there, guys. The other day I was at Smith and I was getting some groceries, and I saw this guy asking me for money and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, I feel bad. Like, then those bum needs at least a mobile device, that way you could transfer some Bitcoin or transfer some ADA or something, But these people have no sources, no resource of how to operate. I just wonder. I feel bad for bum people in the future, guys. They don't even have a mobile device or nothing. If they do, I hope that they do. That way they can at least receive payments or whatnot. Otherwise, they'll be screwed. Now let's keep listening. I just want to just share my thoughts on that.
Don't carry cash and retailers don't accept it, instead using either plastic or mobile forms of payment. A truly cashless future is not imminent, but the rise of non-cash payments is real. And today's conversation is to help our committee better understand the implications of that rise for financial inclusion, consumer privacy, and costs to both business and consumers. New payment methods, the theory goes, speed up transactions. They give
Speed up transactions. Cardano will have scalability, and that's what it's all about. Is speeding up the network, making more faster transaction, and that's what Cardano's gonna do. So we're gonna skip this. We're gonna go to the conversation when Mr. Ermer start talking to the panelists here, and just listen to him, and just it's very entertaining, guys. Check it out.
I could focus on several, but in the short time, Ms. Tetro, I think that's the way you say it, I was particularly concerned by some provisions in your written testimony that you've submitted that criticize cryptocurrency. Although you only mention Libra, which is not in itself a cryptocurrency, I would hope that you more fully explored these innovations, or if you haven't, that you will be, and the opportunities that they provide to both build a financial future for individuals, but also to empower individuals to control the value of their own assets separate from government control. Have you done any of that?
So we have looked at cryptocurrency, and I made remarks almost 6 or 7 years ago that the original promise of cryptocurrency was returning power to consumers. And what in fact has happened in the intervening years is that what
Power.
we've seen is an infrastructure that's built up that's largely acting as an intermediary, that consumers are not truly empowered to quote unquote be their own bank. And
That we're not empowered to be our own banks, you said? Oh my God. I mean, I know there's people out there losing their private keys or the passphrases, their key passphrases. But guys, that doesn't mean just because one person doesn't know how to, store their private keys in a safe place when it comes to Bitcoin or when it comes to Cardano or any other cryptocurrency out there. It doesn't mean that we're not empowered. That doesn't apply to all of us. God, okay, let's keep hearing.
well, and that these intermediaries are often under-regulated, under-supervised, that there aren't clear rules of the road. And so the promise of cryptocurrency in many ways has been lost. And so there are any number of needs, not the least of which is to fold them into payments law in a more rational way and to rationalize payments law overall.
All right. Well, and as defined by you or someone else, what is rational?
She got
serious.
burned.
It's your definition of what's rational, because there's a whole environment out there of brilliant, genius young people who are coming up with new ways to transfer value every single day. And I worry that we're gonna crush that entrepreneurial spirit and that advancement. Obviously, you and I, we've heard of Bitcoin, we've heard of Ethereum. You familiar with XRP and the efforts of Ripple?
With the distributed ledger technology for their payments?
Yep.
Yes.
And you're familiar with EOS?
No.
What about privacy coins like Monero or Zcash?
So I had a footnote that if I understood the aim of this hearing, that it was that I was not going to approach the privacy concerns. There are any number of different privacy technologies around cryptocurrencies. Some are concerning, some are very promising, and that it really is very item specific. So I don't have a lot to say on that, only that you're right. There is definitely, I agree with you that there is definitely some interesting things going on there.
I mean, how about 0x or Algorand? What about Stellar, which is facilitating cross-border transfers? Are you familiar with that one?
No.
So, I could keep going through these, but it's amazing things that are happening out there, and it concerns me when we're talking about mobile payment systems, and we draw in any one of you cryptocurrency or these new innovations, which and suggest that it's a negative because. By the way, major companies like IBM are doing work on this too. The Plastic Bank is a pilot program that has proven to be successful in Haiti, where a digital asset is provided in return for cleaning up plastic waste. They're amazing things. Are you familiar with M-Pesa?
Yes.
All right. We should talk, because somebody used the term rhetoric. M stands for mobile. Pesa is Swahili for money. This is a mobile phone-based money transfer, financing, and microfinancing service launched in 2007 by Vodafone, the largest mobile network operator in Kenya and Tanzania. By 2012, it had 17 million accounts. This system service has been credited with giving millions of people access to the formal financial system and for reducing crime in otherwise largely based cash-based society. I think we have to take a deeper look at this and learn more about these innovations. It's not black and white, and the real interesting developments come when you start to get into the details and differences in the technology. So I'd appreciate it, as we talk about mobile payments and move forward, if we could be more inclusive about the technologies instead of fearing something that we don't know enough about. Thank you.
You're the man, Mr. Emmer. This guy is very awesome, very amazing person. He's just an open-minded person, and I would like to share this video with you guys because I want to contribute to crypto. I want to contribute to cryptocurrency out there. And give it a thumbs up to this video. Make sure you share this video because this is a long hearing. I'll leave this link of this hearing on the description below. But make sure to subscribe and hit that like on this video. That way it gets pumped out there, and people, because not a lot of people are paying attention to these hearings that happens in these committees or whatnot, in the White House or in the Congress or whatever, and because they're for like old people or whatever, but they're very important topics that they talk about. And you got to remember that these people are with lawmakers. They are people with the senators and governments and leaders and whatnot. And these are very important people out here speaking and talking about mobile payments or whatnot. So make sure to subscribe and hit that like, and I appreciate you. I would like to keep going on this video because there's another senator here. Hold on, let me show you guys real quick. Mr. Scott here. He's a representative from Georgia. He's talking about their own bank and everything. And when he talks about their own bank, it reminds me of Cardano, because it almost makes me feel like I'm thinking about Ethiopia, I'm thinking about Mongolia, I'm thinking about India, or certain places around the world where Cardano is trying to reach those on bank with signing MOUs with these governments and trying to be a part of these countries, becoming part of the roots of these countries. This is Sugar Sus Crypto. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like. Take care.